Good morning!
I'm your radio teacher,
I am your science buddy.
and I'll give you an exciting lesson that you'll surely enjoy.
Talks Radio. Education must continue.
Learning is a great avenue.
No one will be left behind. With new normal comes new learning.
New method, new way of understanding.
Keep on learning.
Keep on achieving,
There's no way of hindering.
enriching one's dream.
This is Talks Radio, your number one source of science education. Conveying a half an hour of quality scientific teaching on air.
This is
Talks Radio.
A blessed day, dear grade 5 listeners at Radyo Eskwela. You are listening to DepEd School on air in Science 5. Welcome to another episode of learning and exploring through radio. I'm Marlene Murillo, your radio teacher for today. Let's have fun in discovering new ideas together. Here are some of the reminders. You should avoid holding unnecessary things, wear your face mask, wash your hands with soap, and observe physical distancing. If you observe all these things, that's good. May I know if you had your meal already? Very good. Are you in your comfortable place? Nice. You can now bring out your module, ballpen, and notebook. Get ready for a learning journey. At this point, let me check first if you understood our past lesson. What was it again? About changes in matter and its effects in the environment. That's great! So now, let's have a brief activity. Our activity has 5 items. Say yes if the following changes in matter have a good effect on the environment, and say no if it has a bad effect. Be ready, let's start. First, burning of trash. Very good. Second, stitching holes of clothes. Your answer is? Great. Third, decomposing of garbage at the canal. Your answer is? Amazing. Fourth, emission of unfiltered gas from factories. Lastly, empty bottles used as containers. Give yourselves a big clap. You fully understood our past lesson. Now let's check your previous quiz. You were tasked to read and answer the questions carefully by writing the letter of the best answer. Okay, let's start. Number 1. The following activities cause a change in matter. Which of these has a bad effect on the environment? A. Slicing fruits. B. Sewing clothes. C. Peeling vegetables. D. Breaking empty bottles of liquor. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter B. Next number. The following are effects in the environment by the changes in matter. Which of these has a good effect on the environment? A. Air pollution. B. Composting. C. Deforestation. D. Water pollution. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter B. Number 3. Many families use wood as fuel in cooking food. What is the bad effects on the environment of this activity? A. Deforestation. B. Air pollution. C. Land pollution. And D. Water pollution. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter B. Number 4. The following activities can be done to candy wrappers. Which of these can help protect and save the environment? A. Throw garbage into the river. B. Scatter candy wrappers in the backyard. C. Cut out candy wrappers to make pillows. And D. Burn candy wrappers because these are biodegradable waste. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter C. Number 5. Water pollution is one of the bad effects in the environment by the changes in matter. Which of the following can minimize bad effects in the bodies of water? A. Oil spills from a cargo ship. B. Bringing trash bin when having a picnic in the beach. C. Throwing detergents and other chemicals in the river. And D. Using bath soap and shampoo in swimming pool and at the beach. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter B. Number 6. Your mother is a dressmaker. At home, you have plenty of strips of cloth. To avoid bad effects on the environment, what is the best way to do with these strips of cloth? A. Make the strips of cloth as a charcoal. B. Keep these strips of cloth in the bodega. C. Make these strips of cloth as rugs. And D. Throw these strips of cloth to the landfill. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter C. Number 7. Typhoon Ursula caused landslides and flood. Which of the following should we do to avoid these things to happen again? A. Make forests into residential areas. B. Throw garbage anywhere you want. C. Plant more trees in our surroundings. And D. Cut more trees to build more things at home. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter C. Number 8. Tin cans with rust are being recycled by putting spray paint. Why does this activity cause harm to the environment? A. Spray paints are expensive. B. Spray paints can prevent the spread of rust. C. Spray paints are sometimes unavailable in the market. And D. Spray paints have a poisonous chemical that makes the air polluted. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter D. Number 9. When land is dumped with garbage, the land becomes polluted. The polluted land will serve as the breeding places for pests that carry germs, hence dangerous to human health. As a child, you can do the following activities to avoid this problem except 1. A. Make a compost for all decaying materials. B. Recycle and reuse non-biodegradable waste materials. C. Throw all waste materials in one area in your backyard. D. Segregate waste materials into biodegradable and non-biodegradable. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter C. We're on the last number. Gas, when exposed to heat, can produce smokes. These smokes can release chemicals and contribute to global warming. As a grade 5 learner, which of the following should you do to lessen the production of smokes in our environment? A. Burn dry leaves. B. Use charcoal in cooking. C. Use a lamp with gas in studying at night. And D. Walk only to places with near distance instead of riding in a vehicle. What is your answer? Let's find out if you're correct. The correct answer is letter D. And we're done with it. Let's find out what is your score. Those who got 10 to 9, clap your hands 10 times. Those who got 8 to 7, clap your hands 8 times. While those who got 6 to 5, clap your hands 6 times. Those who got 4 to 1, clap your hands 3 times and make sure to do better next time. I hope you passed the quiz. With that, we're now ready with our new lesson. Are you excited? That's nice! Meanwhile, sit back and relax because we'll have more after a short break.
Mare, narinig mo na ba ang tungkol sa online distance learning ng DepEd? Ano ba ito? Ay oo, Mare! Ang online distance learning ay isang pamamaraan kung saan maihahatid ng mga guro ang kaalaman para sa mga anak natin sa tulong ng teknolohiya gaya ng internet, laptop, computer, at cellphone. Ganun ba, Mare? Oo, Mare. Hindi magkakasama at magkakaharap ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng online na pagkatuto. Isang mensahe mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
And we're back. So we're now going to discuss our lesson today. Do you help in the household chores? If yes, that's a great job. Do you help in maintaining cleanliness and orderliness in your home? That's great news. Have you tried recycling or using things again? Can you name some? Exceptional. Do you love doing it? Very good. Kids, do you know that when you're recycling, you're helping in keeping our environment clean? Do you know also that the waste we generate per day is more than what landfills can accommodate? This is why some waste are left uncollected in different places. This uncollected waste causes land, water, and air pollution, and any form of pollution is harmful to all organisms. In this lesson, we will learn more about how we can manage our waste in 5 R's techniques. So, stay connected. At this point, bring out your modules and let's explore it together. Open your module on page 3 and let's read together the title of our lesson. Ready, go! How can we manage our waste? The 5 R's technique. Are you excited with our lesson? I hope so. Let's start our lesson by answering the first activity. What's in? All you need to do is to study the pictures of the new products created or made and identify what common materials are used. Get ready for the first picture. Can you identify the materials used in each picture? Yes! What are these materials? That's right, they are recycled plastic bottles. Where can we find such materials? You're correct. We can find them in our houses, schools, canteens, markets, etc. Are the materials common to our community? Absolutely. Let's proceed to the second picture, the one on the right of the first picture. Can you identify the materials used? Yes. What are these materials? Fantastic. These are recycled plastic. Where can we find these materials? Good. We can find it in our houses, schools, canteens, markets, etc. Are the material used common to our community? Yes, let's proceed to the third picture. The picture below the first picture. Can you identify the materials used in making this? Yes. What are these materials? That's right. These are recycled canned bottles. Where can we find these materials? Excellent! We can find it in our houses, schools, canteens, markets, etc. Are the materials common to our community? Yes! Let's proceed to the last picture. Can you identify the materials used in each picture? Yes. What are these materials? Very good. These are recycled carton. Where can we find these materials? You're correct. We can find it in our houses, schools, canteens, markets, etc. Are the materials common to our community? Yes, if you're able to answer all the items right, that's fantastic. As we go on with our lesson, you will encounter new concepts. With that, let's have the activity What's New. You'll be given 5 materials that show the application of 5 R's. You are to label each picture correspondingly with reduced, reused, recycled, repaired, or recovered. Kindly use your journal notebook. Let's begin. First, eco bags. What's your answer? That's good. Reduce. Second, scrap wood as fence. Your answer is? Correct. Repair. Third, tires remodeled into outdoor seats. Tell me your answer. Great. Recycle. Fourth, used jars made as containers or canisters. Your answer is? Nice! Reuse. We are down to the last, animal manure. What is your answer? That's good. Recover. With that, you deserved a bonga clap. I'll teach you how. Clap your hands 3 times. Stamp your feet 3 times and say bonga. On that note, let's learn more on how we can manage our waste, the 5 R's technique. Do you know that there are simple ways of managing waste? Good! You just need to know the techniques that can be used in handling waste materials. So come and join me as we explore more the 5 R's technique. What's the first technique? Right, it's reducing. It means using alternative materials. For example, use eco bags instead of plastic cellophane to minimize plastic wastes. That's great! Now, let's proceed to the next technique. It means finding another way for materials that have already been used. What is it? Correct! Reusing. The example for reusing is when you use your old shoes that's still usable. The third technique is recycling. Let's read all together the meaning of recycling. On my cue, go! Recycling is producing new products out of discarded materials, such as making decoration like vase or figurines from used or scrap papers. Very good! I hope that you're still okay. The fourth technique is recovering. On my cue, will you give the meaning of recovering? Go! That's excellent! Recovering is making the most out of the waste by generating energy, such as using peelings of fruits and vegetables as plant fertilizers. Another example of recovering technique is using carabao manure as fertilizers. We are now on the last technique, repairing. Repairing means fixing broken things so that they can be used again, such as sewing and mending old clothes. Those are the 5 R's technique. Kindly recite the 5 R's technique. Reuse, reduce, recycle, repair, and recover. Very good. Do you agree that as a whole, the 5 R's technique helps in minimizing garbage to avoid pollution in air, water, and land? Absolutely. Now, think of some situations in your home or community that you have observed or experienced the use of 5 R's technique mentioned. Have you practiced using the 5 R's technique at home? In your community? If yes, you and your family are certainly caring for the environment. Congratulations! Let me check if you really understood our lesson. Let's do what's more. Identify each situation, whether it is an application of reduce, reuse, recycle, repair, and recover technique. Write your answer in your journal notebook. Let's begin. First, all jeans were donated to the victim of the typhoon. Which among the 5 R's technique is being described? Exactly, it's reuse. Second, Jason placed and carried his groceries in old plastic grocery bags. Which among the 5 R's is being referred to? Terrific, reduce. Third, Margaret used empty plastic bottles as flower pots. In what column does this belong? Write your answer. Correct! You're doing fine. Reuse. Fourth, instead of buying a new bag for the coming school days, Denise washed and fixed her old one. Write your answer in the correct column. The answer is good recall because the answer is repair. Lastly, Mr. Cruz collected the chicken manure in his poultry and gave it to a shop that can convert biodegradable materials. Write your answer. Great! The answer is recover. Congratulations! You're really working hard today. You're done with the first activity. Now, get ready for the next activity. For the second one, answer the puzzle with different waste management technique. Base your answer from the description. Let's answer first the boxes across. Number 1, simply means lessen the use of unnecessary materials. Write your answer now. That's it. The answer is reduce. 2, fixing or restoring broken materials to be used again. Write your answer in the boxes. I know you can do it. The answer is repair. If you're done, let's continue. Number 3, processing the waste materials to make another product. Write your answer. Congratulations, you got it right. Recycle. Fourth, to use again if not by you then by others. Write your answer. You are really learning a lot. The answer is reuse. Lastly, taking energy or materials from wastes that cannot be used anymore. Write down your answer. Very good. Recover. Do you find the activities easy? That kind of work makes me happy. To ensure that you really learned something today, answer to what I have learned on your module, page 7. You need to supply the sentences with the missing word to complete the paragraph. Let's begin. I will give you enough time to answer. Now, let us check your activity. The 5 R's of waste management is the modern way of handling garbage and waste materials. The answer for number 1 is good thinking. Reduce simply means lessen the use of unnecessary materials. It means buying only what you need. Meanwhile, number 2 is reuse. It means to use again if not by you then by others. Clothes, cooking wares, bags, and shoes are some of the examples. The processing of the waste materials to make another product is called recycling. Yes, the answer is recycling. Number 4, repair is the fixing or restoring broken items to be used again. Lastly, recover means taking energy or materials from waste that cannot be used anymore. Great job! You finished today's activities. Sit back and relax, and be ready for your quiz after this short break.
Mare, narinig mo na ba ang tungkol sa online distance learning ng DepEd? Ano ba ito? Ay oo, Mare! Ang online distance learning ay isang pamamaraan kung saan maihahatid ng mga guro ang kaalaman para sa mga anak natin sa tulong ng teknolohiya gaya ng internet, laptop, computer, at cellphone. Ganun ba, Mare? Oo, Mare. Hindi magkakasama at magkakaharap ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng online na pagkatuto. Isang mensahe mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
And we're back. With the new learnings we had this day, you are now ready to answer our assessment. For the direction of the quiz, write the letter of your chosen answer in each situation on waste management. Let's start answering. Number 1. If you have garden in your backyard, which of the following materials cannot be used as fertilizers for your plants? A. Manure from cow. B. Dried leaves. C. Rice husk. D. Candy wrappers. Number 2. Pedro used few big boxes to plant tomatoes instead of many small pots. What technique did he apply? A. Recycling. B. Reducing. C. Reusing. D. Repairing. Number 3. Why are we encouraged to apply 5 R's technique? A. It will make us rich. B. It will lessen the volume of garbage produced daily. C. It will not need to buy more trash bins. D. It will make our house more beautiful. Number 4. Your father is so eager to fix your house after it was destroyed by a strong typhoon. What waste management did he apply? A. Recycle. B. Repair. C. Reduce. D. Reuse. Number 5. One good characteristic of being a responsible consumer is to refrain from buying new materials when you still have supplies. What waste management is being practiced? A. Reuse. B. Repair. C. Recover. D. Reduce. Number 6. Which of the following statement shows a person practicing recovering materials to help save the environment? A. Carol bought good vegetables only enough for her one-day meal. B. Instead of throwing away all the soft drink cans he bought, Dennis used them as pots for plants. C. Denise, instead of buying a new bag for the upcoming school days, washed and fixed her old one. D. Mr. Cruz collected the chicken manure in his poultry farm and gave it to a shop that can convert biodegradable material to LPG. C. Cat Denzel collected biodegradable waste materials then made a compost. D. Sian Kian made a bag out of his old worn-out pants. Number 7. Because she cannot go out of the house, Sarah decided to make her time more productive. She made a figurine from the empty seashells they have out from their yesterday lunch. What technique did she apply? A. Recycling. B. Repairing. C. Reducing. D. Recovering. Number 8. Which of the following situations involves recycling? A. Cian Beda made a string notebook out of the unused pages of his old spiral notebook. B. Ariane Denise would always place oil on the gears of her bicycle to prevent rusting. Number 9. Which of the following is the best substitute for plastic cellophane if you want to go to the grocery store? A. Newspaper bags. B. Big cans. C. Banana leaves. D. Cloth bags. Lastly, Anna, a 15-year-old girl, gave her old dresses to her younger neighbor. What is she doing? A. Recycling. B. Reducing. C. Reusing. D. Recovering. That ends of your quiz. Make sure that you answered all the questions and get ready for the submission of your module on the scheduled date and time. Did you answer it all? Is the quiz easy? Because of that, you deserve a clap. I'm sure that you enjoyed our lesson for today. Here is a song for you. We just heard the song This Is Our World. I hope that the song inspired you to love and protect more our Mother Earth by applying the principles of 5 R's technique. Let's always apply this technique. That ends our lesson for today. I congratulate you for a job well done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the activities. Thank you so much as well as to the pen behind this script, Ma'am Vivian D. Pasqua, and the SDO Isabela RBI production team. This is your teacher on air, Marlene. Have a blessed day, everyone. Goodbye.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!